What is up, guys? Tanner here with another video. Hope you're all having a great day. And as you saw in the title and thumbnail, I'm going to be telling you the truth about Grant Cardone. And basically what I mean by that is what I think about him and how I got to meet him. So overall, he's a great guy. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. This is not a video intended to slander Grant Cardone in any way or anything like that. I have nothing but positive things to say. But before we start this video, guys, I want to talk about what I want to do. I want to start doing $100 cash giveaways. Because over my journey of growing my brand on Instagram and YouTube, I've been able to connect with a lot of cool people, and I've been able to gain an audience, and that audience is you guys watching right now. And I really appreciate everything that you guys do for me, so I want to start doing $100 giveaways. So if you want to win $100 right now, all you need to do is drop a like on this video and drop a comment on what you would use that $100 for. And the comment that I think would use the money most wisely, I will reply to their comment, ask for their PayPal, and then they'll send their PayPal, and I'll send them $100. And I will show that on a video, just so you guys think I'm not scamming or anything like that. I actually pay these people money. And on my Instagram, I did an Instagram live, I believe it was yesterday night, and I gave away $500. So I gave away $100 to 5 different people. So I do giveaways all the time. Just make sure you tune into my Instagram at Tanner with 2 R's at the end. But now let's get into this video. I just heard a weird noise, and I come down to see my dog, Gibby. Go follow him on Instagram at Gibby. He's chewing on this thing. Give me that. You can't eat that. Okay, back to this video. So I was in Miami, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago. It was on a weekend. No, actually it was Thursday. It was on a Thursday, and I had the opportunity to meet Grant Cardone. So if you don't know who he is, basically he's a big entrepreneur in the real estate area and sales. I believe he started with sales and then ended up leveraging into real estate. He's doing really, really well with real estate. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe him and his company own about $800 million worth of real estate right now. I'm not sure if it's all just within the country or all around the world. But he's doing very well, and he started the whole personal branding thing, you know, with his YouTube. I believe he has over 400,000 subscribers. He has the big Instagram account, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff. You'll see him in ads and everything like that. You know, he really puts himself out there. And, you know, I never really had the thought of, you know, I'm gonna meet this guy someday. You know, I always had these aspirations of connecting with these big entrepreneurs and investors, you know, just to talk and sort of relate and see what I can learn from them. Because that's one thing for me. I love learning from other business people, young or old. If they're doing better than me or at the same level, or just know something more that I don't know, I love to connect with them and learn from them. So basically, my good friend Casey Adams, if you don't know him, he's a personal branding guy. He's good at marketing and all that kind of stuff, and he has over 100,000 followers on Instagram at CaseyAdams1. So I was about a few hours from Miami, and he's like, man, I'm going to be in Miami. Me, Jeff, and Kieran, those are from JR Garage. We're going to be in Miami, and we're going to meet Grant Cardone. You should come. So basically, Casey was going to interview Grant Cardone for his podcast, and he invited me to come down there. So I texted him back, I'm like, yeah, man, of course, I'll head down to Miami because I love going there. I was like, yeah, man, email his assistant, see if I can go in there with you and just, you know, get to meet him and just experience the office and, you know, everything like that. Just see what's going over there at Grant's office and meet him because he's a really, really successful guy, and I love meeting successful people. So Casey hit me back, and he's like, yeah, I just emailed her. She said it's fine. You're good to go. Just come on Thursday at 1 o'clock. And it was finally time to go meet him. I was driving around. I picked up Jeffrey and Kieran, and we were driving around, and then we went to head to Grant's offices. It was about time. And then this huge, huge storm came by, and the weather was terrible. I couldn't see barely in front of me at all. And if you know Florida, Miami, weather is totally bipolar. You'll be in bright, sunny weather, and then the next 30 seconds you'll be in terrible rain and thunder, and then the next 30 seconds it'll be sunny again. So after being in that bad weather for a couple of minutes, we finally got out of that. It was sunny, and we finally get to the Cardone offices, and then Casey, they were stuck in the weather because they were behind us. So it all became a little bit of a mess, but luckily Grant was doing an Instagram live at the time when we got there, so we had a little bit of spare time before the meeting actually started, and it was all good to go. We go in, we meet Grant, cool guy. You know, we didn't really get to talk much off the bat because Casey and Grant were going to do the interview. But you know, we were all in the same area in Grant's studio where he films his lives and his videos and stuff like that. So we were in there, and, you know, I met Grant, seemed like a genuine guy, but, you know, I really didn't have that much time with him, you know, talking to him or whatever. But over the time of sitting there, seeing Casey talk to him, me talking to him a little bit, Jeff talking to him a little bit, just overall communicating with him, he is a very genuine guy. You know, some people don't like him because of how he talks, as in, you know, the way he says stuff, his personal opinions, and his beliefs on how you can become successful. And you know, from a personal branding perspective, if you want to stick out, you have to be different. You have to have different opinions and different views on things in order to catch other people's opinions. Because if you just side with the majority of what people think and what they like, then you're just going to be on that side where, you know, most people already are with you, and, you know, they're not gonna engage with you because they don't think that you are different and that you offer anything else. So Grant, what he does, he's a positive guy, but he's straight up. With anybody that's honest and actually tells the truth about everything, I respect that a lot, because being honest is something that's hard for a lot of people. You know, they're just not able to admit some of the things that they do. But Grant, he's straight up. He didn't even know that we were coming in there to meet him. He said, Casey had asked him something like, what do you do? Like, what is your daily schedule like? Grant says, all right, I wake up, I beat the sun, it makes me feel accomplished. I go, I take a leak, and then I look at my goals, and then I check my text to see my daily schedule of what I need to get done before I do what I want to do, because as his assistant texts him every morning his schedule and what he needs to get done, and something was on the list about like interview with Casey Adams, and Grant was like, man, I looked at that and I complained, because I complain about everything on my list. I like to complain. I didn't even know who Casey Adams was. I didn't know who you guys were. I didn't know who I was meeting and when I was meeting with until I saw this. So apparently, you know, Grant's a busy guy. He has a lot to do, a lot to manage, a lot to deal with. You know, he has a family, he has to take care of them and all that kind of stuff. So he's a busy guy, and you know, I respect that he was honest about that, and he wasn't just fronting like, oh yeah, I'm excited to see you, I've been looking forward to this. You know, he was straight up, I didn't even know this meeting was happening. And that's something that I really respect. You know, I didn't have much one-on-one time with Grant, but overall, just seeing him, you know, it was a positive environment in his office. He's a very genuine guy from what I see and what I know. So that is my overall experience of meeting Grant Cardone. Remember guys, networking is key. If I wasn't friends with Casey Adams, I would have never met Grant. And you know, you always gotta have those connections. The power of the DM. I met Casey through Instagram DMs. So it's crazy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.